What's up, everybody?
Fire away.
Let's talk football first. Just roster's done. You guys have kind of everything in order there in the room. Just what do you feel about you guys in the tight end room and what you have this year?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And, we're just looking forward to, week one against the Chargers now. Great guys, all across the team and coaching staff. And it's going to be real exciting to just really attack practice and, really looking forward to a really great Chargers team that we get to play down in Brazil.
How have you seen behind the scenes Jared Wiley took everything he possibly can to be into shape for week one here?
He's done a tremendous job working hard. I'm very proud of him. I know that can't be easy. Can't imagine, what that's like, but he's just done a great job of preparing himself, practicing, just trusting the process. And he's a good friend of mine, and it's just really awesome to see him out on the field and flying around and playing ball alongside him. So it's been really cool to see.
Can you tell the difference when you've been at camp and maybe some of the limited times in preseason when you've had a chance to have, Rashid, the Hollywood types, Xavier, multiple of those guys on the field at the same time, that things are different, things that open up a bit more?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's definitely opens up a lot. Those guys are fast. They can run downfield, make big plays down the field, but they're also great in the slot. You can move those guys around. So it's just really cool to see guys like that, especially when we got all of them on the field at one time to, come together to run certain concepts together. It's a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun for me. It helps me get open, when guys are flying around, taking the top off the defense and doing their job extremely well. So it's been really awesome, and just really looking forward to building on that chemistry moving forward.
I was going to say, it's out now that Rashid is going to be suspended for the first 6 games of the season. Do you feel like you're prepared for that and you're braced for that period of time?
Yeah, we're just going to go out there, trust what the coaches put on our plates, and whatever game plan that we have, regardless of who's in there. I'm extremely confident in all the guys, and it's going to be fun. We're really looking forward to the Chargers game, and, just taking it week by week, step by step, trusting the process, and going throughout the season. So we're really looking forward to it.
Does the tone change when you get to this close to the start of the season? You've gone through camp, there's kind of one mode, and then being back here in the preseason. How much is there, a switch that kind of clicks, like this is different now?
Yeah, it's definitely different. Regular season's different, but I think we're just going to try to build off of everything that we started back when we reported in the spring for OTAs, and just kind of keep building on that, keep trusting, the coaches and their game plan, and trusting the guys that they're going to continue to keep pressing forward. There's always room for improvement out of practice, and every week's going to present a new challenge, especially in the regular season, every single week. So like I said, we're really looking forward to the challenge of playing the Chargers down in Brazil, and it's definitely going to be, there's going to be hype around it. I've never been to Brazil before. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's definitely going to be a little difference between the regular season and the preseason, but I truly think guys are just going to build on what we've started.
Do you like the fact that you guys start the season internationally?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I enjoyed my time when I went to Germany. I know I'm going to enjoy my time in Brazil. I think it's cool that as an NFL player we get to travel across the world. It's not just in the United States. It's cool enough that I get to go from city to city that I've never been in here, never mind leaving the country. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be an experience. I'm looking forward to it. I know the Brazilian crowd's got to be absolutely electric. I watched a little bit of that game last year. I think it was the Eagles and the Packers that played there last year. But I know that the fans and everything, it's going to be a great experience, and I know we're all looking forward to it.
Thanks, Noah. Last question. Go ahead, Todd.
Well, we have to ask about Travis is getting married. We all found out about this yesterday. Did you know before? Did you find out the same way we did?
Yeah, I found out, same way you guys did, and I'm extremely happy for them. I'm not going to get too much more into their personal life, but just know I'm extremely happy for him. I'm sure everybody is. So it's a beautiful thing, and really, really happy for him.
Just wondering, what stands out about Travis's attention to detail, whether it's on the field, in the meeting rooms, wherever you see him? It seems like he's a guy who has attention to detail. What stands out about that aspect of him?
Yeah, the past 4.5, 5 years I've been here, he's been the best, tight end. I've been fortunate enough to play against him, and that's a huge reason what makes him, the way he is. And see him come out at practice every single day, even in the meeting room, and how locked in he is. It's something that for myself and all the other guys in that room, it's you just can't put a price tag on how valuable that is to be able to see that, just the work and the effort that he puts into game planning and practice and all that stuff. So it's something that's made him, the best, and just so grateful that I was able to learn from it. That I'm able to learn from it.
Thanks, Alan.
Yep.
Go for Jawaan.
One, new left side of the line over there, Kingsley switching positions, all of a sudden. How have you watched those guys just grow since you first saw Simmons come in and what Kingsley's position changes?
They've been doing a phenomenal job meshing well together, learning how to play together. I feel like it started from when Josh got here in the OTA process and then all through training camp, taking those meaningful reps each day. They've been doing a phenomenal job over there, and they've been getting better each day. And Coach Heck and Coach Reed's been doing a phenomenal job with them too.
With Kingsley specifically, I mean, he had some struggles last year and had to go through all that stuff. How have you kind of seen him grow off the field, the mental side of getting back out there after it?
Football is definitely more mental than physical at times, so he's been doing a phenomenal job with that, and just asking questions in the room, just getting better in every way he can, and just being a sponge in the room. I feel like he's been doing a great job with that, and especially just playing a new position that he's not used to. I feel like he's embraced it, and he's doing a great job.
Midway through training camp, you discussed your knee ongoing, right? Just how are you feeling now, I guess, at this point in the regular season?
I'm feeling better, man. Just taking it one day at a time, just in treatment every day, just getting it warm before I go out to practice, and just making sure I'm good to go before game day.
You didn't play in Seattle, assuming that's just a little bit related to the turf and the rain to protect the neck, protect the knee.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like all knee injuries, if you're on turf on those hard surfaces, is bad. In the long flight, just taking a 4-hour flight, that's a lot on your knee too. Because I know with me, I had like a draining every year, every week last year, leading up to the game. So it was just trying to avoid that. That's all.
How much of that plays into going to Brazil, Jawaan? I mean, what's the plan for that type of trip?
Yeah.
And understanding that, the field last year wasn't, probably the normal NFL standard. So what is the plan for you, given that that's a unique way for you to start the season?
It's a long flight, so just making sure I'm just keeping on compression sleeves on the way there. Once I get there, we'll see if I have to get a drain, possibly not. But other than that, just get on the flight, just go play the game.
Any concerns about the field? Have you guys been told as players what the conditions will be like, considering how sort of it was a mixed bag last year?
I'm not too sure on the field, but I know Coach Reed always tells us anytime we get to the stadium, just go test our cleats out pregame. Just make sure you pack a good couple pair of cleats, just some options, just in case the field is a little slick.
Do you like the fact that you guys are starting internationally?
I think it's pretty cool. Getting the opportunity to go play across the world is always fun, so I'm definitely looking forward to it.
I feel like the last outing as a whole, the offensive line played well. I guess how much do you feel like you can build off that heading into just the regular season, just considering there were questions about it?
Just getting better on days like today, just a work day, just going out there as a unit and just taking every rep at a time, one play at a time, trying to get better as a unit, and just going through meetings and stuff, learning what we can learn as just to get better as a unit and just get better each and every day.
The first team often said, with Patrick out there, had 4 drives, 4 scores.
Mm-hmm.
What's the confidence level amongst this offense, particularly compared to your first 2 years, maybe at this exact same point when it's the season?
Just guys that have been playing together now at this point. When I first got here, we had a couple guys that weren't here now. That's here now. I just feel like over the past couple of years, just learning to play together and just Coach Reed putting together great game plans and just guys just having fun and playing for one another. I feel like that's why you're having so much success.
Juwan, with this being the first game for you guys, what type of mentality are you guys wanting to put on tape for other opponents to see in the future?
We're just trying to be aggressive as we can. Just go out there and just play at our best and just have a great week of practice to prepare for a great team.
Anybody else? Thanks, Jawaan.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Glad to be back.
So did they show you around the place and everything? You know, it's still familiar.
I mean, shoot, still got GPS. I know how to get here.
What was your first impression when you found out that you were coming back to Kansas City?
Honestly, it was a little bit of a surprise. Like I was getting my body right for the next day of work, and then the GM called me and said, "Hey, just want to let you know, we're trading you can trade you back to KC." And I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." The only part I was really a little annoyed about was like, I gotta move again. Like there's stuff over there at my old place that's still in boxes. So I'm like, at least it'll be a lot easier to just put it in the truck and go. But otherwise, I was fine with the decision.
Derrick, what led you to the initial decision to try somewhere new, after spending so many of the years in Kansas City?
I mean, going into the free agency, I think it was more of a, they just going in a different direction. Granted, my dog Mike Pennell playing balls to the wall, as they see him as being their guy. In all means, kudos to him. At that point, I had to, as how this business goes, I gotta see where the opportunity's at and adjust with that to give me the opportunity.
So what were your feelings about Kansas City when you made that choice? Did you feel like that you weren't wanted here then, or you just had to go somewhere else? I mean, what was that like when you signed with the Jets? About saying goodbye to here.
Oh no, I mean, yeah, I felt a little hurt because this is the team that drafted me. But at the end of the day, they gave me the opportunity of a lifetime coming out of college. So I wasn't mad or upset or anything. It's part of the business. So when the Jets offered me the opportunity, I'm like, by all means. And how this business works, I'm right back where I started. So it kind of works out the right way sometimes.
So have you actually like sold your house and everything here?
I was renting here.
Oh, you were renting the whole time here?
Yeah.
So it's easy enough to come back that way, but just had to repack, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it as wild playing for the Jets in that locker room with all that media? Is it as wild as we hear here?
I mean, I didn't really hear that much media craziness, honestly, at that point where they were just really focusing on football. There are a lot of new faces, new coaching staff, new head coach, new GM. So at that point, they really just wanted to focus just on football. So there was not much media craziness, no.
When you're in New York, is there any part of you that inside was kind of missing how it is here in any capacity?
A little bit. A lot of times, even when I transitioned from college to the pros, a lot of times I think the things I miss is the camaraderie with my teammates and everything. So when I first got to the team, I always thought man, I miss my D-line room. I miss my fellas. I miss the guys in the locker room. But as I got there, as long as I was there, I got accustomed to the guys in there. So I'm like, this is quote unquote my new home. So I started building relationships there. Good solid guys in the D-line room, and honestly, in general, the whole locker room. So I just made it work.
We hear so much about Coach Reed's camps and how they run. Was it appreciably different with the Jets? Did it feel like a different NFL camp to you? Was it?
I mean, yeah, it was completely different. It's it hit me when I got there. Man, I'm not in St. Joe anymore. Part of me missed being in the dorms, being out and away from it all, seeing that nice little dew on the field. It's a different change of pace. But, yeah, it was definitely different. But, every team does things differently.
Do you have a different approach at all coming back now, or you just feel like you know what you bring to the table and you know how to fit in here?
I mean, if anything, I felt like getting traded, if all things, again, is part of the business, but at the same time, I was focused on my business. So, for me, I kind of have a little bit of a chip on my shoulder. I was gone and I came back. So, they're bringing me back for a reason. So, in my mind, I just got to stay focused on what I got to do. Words of a great speaker, be where your feet are.
How do you navigate
a couple more.
Yeah, how do you navigate the challenges of kicking off the season 5,000 miles south of home?
Hey, I mean, sometimes when you're trying to play football, it don't matter if it's in Brazil, in an Arrowhead, or a Target parking lot. Football's going to get played.
What's the difference in, I assume you know SPAC scheme, you got all the foundation, but do you already see differences in maybe some things they layered on without asking you to get into the exact scheme, but do you notice that there were some things layered on in the off season that you've got to do some catching up on still?
Yeah, there's some different new plays, different type of things that I'm still learning on the fly. Some of the things are pretty much similar to what I was already used to, It's gonna take a little bit of time, but I'm gonna catch up pretty fast.
We'll finish with Harold, Matt, and Todd. Just quickly, the decision on 92, is that just because 91 was taken and you're like, I'll take one number above that?
I mean, well, yeah, but other part is like, you know, at the end of the day, the number doesn't really matter. It's all important. The only thing that's important is the player and what you do with that number. So when 92 was available, among the other ones that were available, let me just go with 92. Makes it a lot simpler.
I saw you and Chris having some fun out there at practice yesterday. What was your reaction in the locker room, the guys' reaction to seeing you come back in?
Man, honestly, everybody was ecstatic. Even when after like the deal was quote unquote done, he was the first person to call me. So like it does mean a lot having my guys that are so happy to see me. Shoot, from yesterday and today and the day before, a lot of guys have been happy to see me back, from players, coaches, and everybody, even janitorial crew like my dog Pistol Pete. You know, everyone's just happy to see me back.
What did he say? What called you?
I mean, at that point, yeah, he was happy to see me, happy to be back. But at that point, our conversation was really strictly on business of what we got to do as a team, as a defense.
I was going to ask you about the number, but you wore 91 at college too, right?
Yes, sir.
So did you try to work something out with Felix, or you just all good now? You wear it?
I wasn't even really worried about it, honestly. I was like, all right. Because when I left, he took it. I'm like, if it's anybody, I'd rather be him. Because funny story, his father and my father were quote unquote like neighbors. Like they lived in the same village back in Nigeria. So I always call him my generational neighbor.
Good. Thanks, Derrick.
All right, y'all be easy.